Hi, in some of the previous lectures and scenario, we have seen how you can add time passes to videos based on the URL which contains them. This might not always be that simple in your blog or your website, where you might have more complex scenarios where you need to add only certain videos that cannot be easily isolatable and separable based on their URL. Now what I tried doing here is to emulate these use cases by having a sample scenario where we need to add purchase overlay over this video here, which as you can see has a URL prefix of connector script videos, and this video here which has a different URL prefix. And then to spice things up a little bit, we're not going to be adding a purchase overlay over this video here which has a similar URL prefix as the first one. So that means that we have to mark these videos in a different way, and we're going to be using article IDs exactly for this purpose. So we want to firstly, in a way, mark these videos with the article ID, that is this video here and this video here, and leave this one unmarked, and then take this article ID which we have used to mark these videos and reference it in whichever time pass we are adding on the connector administrator interface. So firstly, we need to go, and probably you're guessing by now, to the source code. This is how the source code for the first video looks like. So we see that we have added the scripts for the reference player, in this case JW platform player, and then there is the second one which adds the connector script for this particular player, and then down here we have the wrapper for this particular video. Now in this wrapper we need to add the article ID, and we need to add it underneath here, so underneath the LaterPay Connector mark. We do this by simply typing an article ID like this, camel case, and then we specify the article ID we want to use. We should not forget the comma at the end. So let's specify this article ID as, say, time pass. Okay, now don't forget to save this. Don't forget also to upload this to the server, that is to propagate these changes to your server. And after this is done, we can proceed to the connector admin interface to deploy our time passes. Now, of course, to do this, we need to go back to our connector dashboard, and we need to go to the time passes here, and we need to click on to add a new time pass here. We need to specify the title and description first, and remember this is something that is visible to the end user, so you want to put something verbose here. Let's put 2-hour time pass, subscribe to our videos for 2 hours. Now this is the important part. We need to reference the article ID that we have used here. So let's just go back to minimize any error that might happen here. Let's copy this time pass here. Let's go to the article ID and paste it in here. So now our backend is going to know, okay, these are the articles that we should use. This is actually the article ID that if we find it in these videos, we're going to deploy this purchase overlay on it. Let's specify the validity period as 2 hours, and let's set the price to, say, €1, pay later. No template is needed here. So if we save, we see now the time pass has been added, and if we go back here, if we refresh this video, time pass has not appeared, as you can see. Now if we refresh this one, however, we see that the time pass purchase option has appeared, and on this video as well. So we have selected which videos we want this time pass to appear on based on the article ID. Let's just add another one, since we have now figured out how to do this. So we click on the time pass. Let's add, say, a 1-day time pass. Let's add a description of subscribe to our videos for 1 day. We have to specify the article ID, which is going to be time pass. Let's set the validity to 1 day, and let's set it to €2, pay later. if we save here, and if we go back to our videos, we're going to see that the second purchasing option has appeared for these two, and here there's still none. So remember, you just need to add an article ID, and now you can add as many different purchasing options as you want for this specific ID. Just remember one thing though, that this time pass is applicable for the entire package. So that means that if I would purchase this 1-day time pass for this football video here, this would mean that the first video would be unlocked as well. And let me just demonstrate this to you shortly. So if I just buy now, pay later this video, and if I buy it, I'm going to see that this video has now been unlocked and I can view it. If I go here and refresh this, I'll see that this has been unlocked too. So just keep this in mind when you are devising your package solutions and when you are assigning time passes to individual videos.